Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. We're having a nice weather here, lightning and thunder. So if you get the old Twitch unplug, that's because my power went out. But we will be back. I'm getting the players going. We're getting started a little bit early here, so stay tuned. I'll be there in just a minute. Alright, guys, the stream should be flowing. Say hello to the stream. Oh, might help if I. Stream's going, guys. Say hello to the stream.
Hello, world.
What's up, stream?
Well, why can't I see it? Refresh. All right, so who remembers where we were? Oh yeah, I remember where you guys were. You guys were on the road heading to Luskin, and you came across some hill giants. Does this ring a bell?
It does.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I have introduced some new art to the table, like in the form of tokens. Now you guys have your own little token, and I made some portraits on the stream that kind of roll over of your character portraits. So let's see. The party traveled south down the northern means toward Luskan. After a few days of travel, they came across some hill giants who were raiding a wagon. After dispatching the dim-witted giants, the characters find a male who is dead and a female who is now stable on the ground nearby. A locked chest and the giants' bags are in need of looting. Nice. So take it away, L players. What do you want to
Loots.
So in standard Olor fashion, I'll go ahead and start writing down notes about the hill giants in my little book before we loot anything.
Are you like measuring their feet and like?
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
stuff like
I'm a
that?
wizard. I'm intrigued by these creatures, so I definitely take notes on everything I see and any weaknesses I might have noticed.
All right, very well.
So, is the girl awake, or is she just unconscious?
She is unconscious but stable.
Okay.
And as we know in game mechanics 5e, stable means in 1d4 hours she will awaken.
Yep. Okay. I will loot the giant.
You will loot the giants. All right, so you go around picking up their bags and dragging them over and start to look in them. Well, that's what the giants have.
A stuffed animal.
A locked coffin. And a fur pelt? What's that? From
A
what?
pelt made out of fur.
From what?
Mangy, so some kind of dog. Could be a yeti. You're not sure.
Toss that to the side.
I'm gonna go ahead and put all that in your inventory so you guys can figure out what to do with it. Doop. There you go. Oh, the sack had some had the haunch of meat in it. It's 25 pounds of sliced meat from an unknown origin, wrapped in leather.
I'm taking that.
I made that specifically knowing that you would take that.
But this chest on the back of this wagon, is it locked?
yeah.
The chest. Let's see. The chest is locked.
If only we had Rip. With his,
What?
like, +9 on, whatever he has.
So, if I were a locked chest, who would have the key?
Check the
Pro-
check.
Check
Probably,
the dead dude.
The dead
Yeah, one,
people.
two.
So, searching the dead people, you find a key that fits the lock on the chest. And inside the chest, you find some gold, like priest vestments, like kind of big, like on the larger side. Not a large creature, but looks like it would be a big human that fit it. You think maybe these gold vestments, the reason they're large is because they fit over this suit of plate mail that's in this chest that looks very nice. Like, really nice plate mail.
Are you gonna steal from these people?
There's also a sack that goes ching, 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 full of gold coins, and some gems in that sack as well.
Well,
I feel like he'd still be
Does-
pretty upset if we took their stuff.
Yeah, that's not, because one of them's still alive, and it would be. It would definitely hurt. Oops. It would definitely make their life.
is there a dead body around here that goes with this size plate mail?
It's sized for your average human. So yeah, maybe that guy laying on the ground,
Who's dead?
whose head's been caved in by a large freaking club.
What type of armor is it again?
Plate.
Plate mail.
Okay. So me and Rip won't really be using it.
It's heavy armor, correct?
Yeah.
And
I
it could
don't-
be resized to fit a dwarf. Who's moving my blood?
That was by accident.
Eh. I made Rip small, and then I turned to human.
Well, here I can help you guys. There, I locked them. Now you can't do that.
Yay.
Yay.
What time of day is it?
Midday.
And they're heading the opposite direction than we are, right?
No, they don't look like they're going anywhere right now, but they were
Well, I'm
heading in
just saying,
that
yeah.
direction. Yeah. Things seem to be pointed that direction.
Well,
What
I
do y'all
say
think?
for right now, if we don't have a way to wake up this chick to find out what's going on, maybe we just make camp here, stage the bodies on the side of the road until she wakes up and we figure out what to do with these people.
That works for me.
Well, I can cash on the word. She will wake up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll work too.
Was that a suggestion, or is that something that you are doing?
I might as well do it.
I don't think it would hurt.
All right, so yeah, she flutters her eyes open. You see the wound in her chest cavity that was open from. Looks like she might have got stepped on. Close up, and she flutters her eyes open and spits up a little blood and looks around and says, was certain that I was dead. I know my husband didn't make that club hit." She leans up and looks over there. "Thank you, fair elf." And she looks at Talia.
And what?
Say again?
Nothing.
So she gets up and kind of staggers around and gets a drink of water off the wagon and looks at her dead horses, and then looks at her husband and starts crying.
I'll walk over and there and just tap her calves because, really short.
There. It's okay.
I ask her if she can stop crying. If where were they heading exactly?
She's like, we were traveling north to Bryn Shander now that the way is clear. We heard that there was some fighting going on and thought we could sell my husband's father's armor so we can start a new living in Bryn Shander. I'm a great artist, and we thought we could carve some scrimshaw, some of the knucklehead bones that come out of the lakes up there, and make a living out of it. But we'd have to get our initial start, so we were selling his armor, his grandfather's armor.
Well, seeing how that's pretty much out of the option now, what do you intend to do? You want to do like travel with us? We're heading down to last.
It's like, well, I'm certain I can't carry that chest full of armor. And, she looks up at the chest. It's open, and you guys have been rooting around in it.
I quickly closed it like we didn't do anything. Like just.
Plump. The key's still in the front of it. She's like, I'm certain. And then she looks over at Harsnag, blinks her eyes because he just kind of moves. He just was sitting there for a second. And she looks startled. Ah, another giant.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
He's friendly.
He's like, I'd be more than glad to carry that little chest of yours for you, lady. But I don't think Luskan would be very welcoming to me.
Do we think? How far away are we from? What was the town we just came?
Fire shear.
You're about. You are currently. Here's the map, and you guys are.
Right across that river, I think.
You're somewhere in this area. No, I'm
Huge area.
kidding. You guys are
So
currently right there.
There's no scale on this map.
It's all the way at the bottom.
How many days have we been traveling?
4?
I think that was right.
This is like the middle of the 4th day. You probably got another 5 to Luskan.
Right. Hey, how do I tie this map to my hockey?
See that little shield in the left-hand corner? That little icon shield? Just drag it down to your hotbar.
All right, thanks.
But you might not want to do it while you're talking because I don't know what you have your hotbar, your push-to-talk button key to, but it brings up another hotbar and things get lost that way.
No, I just use my mouse wheel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you got an Alt, a Control, and a Shift hotbar as well.
Oh, cool. Good to know. Well, it's like, I still say for right now, we go ahead and make camp because this lady's got to make life-changing decisions, like on the fly. And we can bury her husband, get the horses off the side of the road. Yeah. I got 25 pounds of sliced meat I can eat up.
Yeah, but horse is delicious.
Well, she has no intention of going to Luskan, with or without the chest. She says, I cannot return to Luskan. We left on unsavory terms with our family.
that because you took the armor with you?
She looks
Very
sheepish.
blunt.
Yeah, she looks sheepishly at the gnome, and she says, "Well, it is his grandfather's."
That mean you didn't take it.
They won't miss it for a while, I suppose.
What's the family name for this this armor? Who's it belong to? Exactly.
Oh, who are you? What's your name?
Yeah, what's your name? Yeah.
My name is Distra Labadi.
I kind of whisper, make it loud enough for her to hear me. I'm like, that's a fake name.
I just made it up, okay? Distribute the weight over
It
the
was
body,
a
okay? Distribute the weight over the body. I was reading, so the bottom of the armor. Distra the body.
Destroy the body.
Started
Just,
by
just Distra Libate. She's French. Libate.
Oh, we.
We are the Libates of the Libate tribe out of Luskin. It's clear that she's lying. She gives you a fake name.
Yeah, I could
Can I
tell.
make an insight? Just definitely.
Sure, you can tell she's lying. She's giving you a fake name. You don't even have to roll. If you'd like to roll, I'll tell you the same thing if you make it. Or if you fail.
Doesn't matter, huh?
Doesn't matter, you can tell she's lying. Insight's not going to tell you why she's lying. Grumble. It's like my stomach's growling. She's like, well, perhaps you could purchase the armor from me and
I think you're not in a position to try to sell it right now.
How much you want?
how much will you give me for it? Obviously I can't carry that all the way to Prince Shander.
How about we just take it away from you? Because we could definitely tell you're lying. That's not really.
I have a better idea here.
She says
We
I
can
don't-
tell her. We can purchase the armor off of her, and that would probably equal about. We can give her some. I can give her some money or something. She can go to
yes.
Fireshear and purchase a mount, like a griffin mount, to go to Bryn Shander.
You have to learn how to fly it first.
No, I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure you just purchase it, and she.
They might fly her to.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
And then
No,
she can.
no, you guys are wrong. You guys learned how to fly on a griffin, including steering it and stuff. It would take her at least the first day of your training was to learn how not to get eaten by the griffin.
yeah. And I don't know if they
that's
get
the
back-
first day. The second day is how to get on it and how to stay on the saddle, and then the third day was how to steer it and keep it off the ground and land and take care of it and stuff like that. But
Okay.
by far, did you guys get enough training to actually take one into combat or anything?
No, that costs more.
We should give her some money to go to Fireshear. She can learn to ride a griffin. She can purchase a ride to Bryn Shander, and then she can tell the people over there that she's friends with the heroes of the North, and then she
Well-
can do whatever she wants.
Hold up. You really want to? You want to tell this liar that? Oh yeah, she's our buddy.
She just got attacked by hill giants.
And lying about stealing armor.
Well, she didn't lie about that. She's just lying about her name.
Right.
Are you guys talking in front of her? I mean, she's like looking at you guys.
No, we're talking out of character.
Yeah.
But in character, say this to her. You're dead set on going to Bryn Shander by yourself?
Well, obviously, I would like to bring my husband's corpse with me, but that's impossible as well. Looking at her dead horses.
Go up to Harsnack. Harsnack, could you escort her at least up to or around, get her somewhere safe, because you can move a lot faster than we can.
That is, even at my pace, more than a week away and a week back. My trip takes me to the Eye of the Allfather.
Well, what if you just get her to Fire Shear? Then she can figure it out. Get a caravan from there to Bryn.
I suppose if she traveled towards Luskan with us, we could see if there's another caravan heading that way.
It's an
That might be
idea.
a
Look at
better
her.
option.
So, like, do you want to try that option?
She's like, well, I suppose that would work. I guess if that's my only choice, I'd rather just take my chances on my way with a pocket full of coin.
That's out of character. Should we give her the money from the giants, like the 150 gold pieces?
I mean, we can offer it to her and see what she says.
Okay, because I have plenty of gold. Do you want any gold? Do you want the gold from the dead giants?
She's like, how much is it? That
Uh,
is some
about
very nice armor.
it's about 150 gold pieces.
More
And
than
I-
you got now.
It is. I suppose I will take it. And the rest of my belongings out of the chest. So she takes the other items out of the chest and gives you guys the mithril plate armor. in
Oh, it's
exchange.
mithril?
Yep. It is. But
Yeah,
you don't
might
know
not
that.
be heavy.
That's out of character.
Okay.
Yeah, that might
I'm
be
a
heavy.
smith.
Actually, it's quite light.
Would it give me disadvantage on stealth?
Can you wear heavy armor?
I believe I can. I don't know if it'd be a good idea though.
I don't believe a ranger can wear heavy armor.
Is that counted as heavy armor?
Yes.
Since you said it was just light.
Plate mail is considered heavy armor.
Oh wait, no. It costs 15 strength to use. I only have 12.
However, this mithril is so flexible and light that it could be worn under normal clothes. And this does not give you disadvantage on dex, stealth checks, or it doesn't. You don't have to have the strength requirement. So, if you could wear heavy armor, you would not be disadvantaged on stealth checks or have the strength needed to carry it.
You just have to be proficient at carrying heavy armor, I imagine.
Yeah, you'd still have to be proficient in heavy armor, though.
Right.
Which I don't think anybody is.
Maybe
Except for-
you.
Nah, I'm a barbarian. I think the best
Oh,
we do
yeah.
is medium. I mean, unless it's
Wait, did Amber take the heavy armor proficiency?
she's a dwarf, she should automatically have it, I would assume.
Only up to medium.
Certain dwarves get it, I think.
Probably
I
mountain
th- I
dwarves.
think
maybe.
it's a-
I don't know.
I think it's a class thing now, not a.
Yeah,
race.
so
It's a
it might
class
be
thing,
like
yeah.
priests, fighters, paladins.
Servant
better
clever.
ones.
What the cleric is? The light?
Yeah, Light, light.
Well, you got to look under what armor proficiencies you automatically start with. Technically, it's plate mail, but it's light plate mail, but it's considered heavy armor. So if you're not proficient in heavy armor, you would get negatives for wearing it.
Yep.
Like as a barbarian, my max is medium armor.
That's the same for a ranger.
Well, if she just sold it to us for 150 gold pieces, we just made a shit ton of money
And we can sell it at less.
for a lot. Or hold on to it until we find somebody who can use it.
I will put that in your. Let me identify it for you, and I'll put it in your inventory. Boop. And. Oops. Take out 150 gold, right? Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. So she stuffs the coins in that sack that she's got. She straps it over her back. She picks up like a couple of personal trinkets off of her husband. She drags him into the ditch.
Well,
And-
we'll bury him for you. Jesus, we're not monsters.
She doesn't even wait to watch you bury him. She kind of slinks off as you guys break out shovels. Or what are you digging a hole with?
Well, she's walking off. I'm not burying anything.
She doesn't want to be there. She's like, I can't watch him be buried on the side of the road.
No, in that case.
Okay. So go up by one of these trees and hack away at the dirt. Or look for a bunch of stones and make them.
There are lots of stones near this riverbed, that's for sure. It'd be easier to do like pile up stones over the body instead of digging a hole in this frozen earth.
Yeah, so let's pile up stones. Or we can give him a water burial. Tie up some stones too.
Under the bridge?
Kaplunk. Yeah, the
Well,
water's about.
I can clear the ice out the way with my shape water. Just gonna make it water and get it out of the way.
It's like 6-8 feet deep, you know.
Yeah, we spent some time doing that. You know, getting deep in there so we can bury him down.
All right, so let's say that between burying him and you guys taking a short rest, you guys spend about 2 hours here. So let me
Cool.
give you guys a short rest. You guys can burn hit die if you want.
Not needed.
I'm down a lot.
Yeah, Barrick's down quite a bit of hit points. Bronislav's still pretty wounded too.
So I need to do the. How do I do my spell slots I get back for being wizard during a short rest?
You get spell slots back for a short rest? I thought it was
Yeah,
one.
wizards
Yeah, which
too.
it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like a
Uh,
certain amount. Like I think it's half of my character level.
You have learned to regain some of your magical energy by setting your spellbook. Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard level rounded up. So you
Alright.
are.
So I'll gain 1 4th level and 1 1st level. Oh, you
And
said
none of
rounded
the
up.
slots can be 6th level or higher. So.
So 8. I can get 1 4th level back. Too easy. All right.
I'm gonna burn a couple hit die.
And be AFK for a minute.
And you can burn half your hit die at a short rest. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, that'll have to do. I'm only using 3. Recover 2 of my javelin.
Alright, so you guys finish up your rests, finish up burying the body, dragging the horses off the road, pushing the cart off the road, and start heading back towards Luskin.
Yep. AFK for a second. I gotta go take some medicine.
Alright. Ooh.
I'm back.
Alright, so what's that, Talia? What does that mean?
When the barracks rolls of recovery die is hit die -1.
It's because they're moving the hit die from their inventory, right?
Never seen that before. When it's one rolls of recovery die.
I don't know. I never really noticed it.
I never seen that before.
Yeah, don't you only get so many hit die, so it's counting how many hit die you're using?
Yeah, maybe it's just that's the code to subtract the hit die off of your character sheet. Hit die -1, hit die -1.
Never seen that before. That's the first time I've seen that.
Or first time noticing it.
That too.
Now that you pointed it out, it's the first time. It's not often that you use hit dice, though. I mean, it really isn't that often.
Sure.
All right, so you guys make your way down the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. You do see that you come across some travelers here and there. You do also come across a couple of small little, like, farms and that kind of stuff. Pretty much the farming shut down for the winter. But the general gist of it is the area has been raided heavily by hill giants. And they've been taking all kinds of livestock and any kind of food supplies. Anything that's edible, the giants have been focusing on. And occasionally they take other things too, but mostly food sources that the hill giants are raiding. But you guys make your way all the way down to Luskin. And as you guys, it's close to evening when you guys get close to Luskin, and you can smell the smell of the sea. You can see seagulls and stuff now. The weather is warmed up a little bit more. It's probably you know, just below freezing. It's kind of a little flurry snows, and as you guys approach Luskin, you can see the northern gate of Luskin just as the sun's setting And out in the harbor, something's burning. Big black billowy smoke is out in the harbor. Who's actually been to Luskan before? I think pretty much every character on the table, right?
Yeah.
Probably not me.
Probably
Uh,
not.
I don't know. Derek probably might have been to Luskan before, maybe in his youth.
How old am I?
I don't know. How old are you?
Didn't make the character. I don't know.
Click on how old he is and look.
Where's that on the sheet?
Notes.
He's 115.
He's probably been to Luskin. Probably hadn't been a while.
Huh. So as you guys get closer to the gates of Luskan, the you can see out in the harbor that whatever is burning you think is a ship.
Is it like that frost giant ship that we saw earlier?
Give me a perception check in the dice tower, please.
Got too much crap in the way to get to the dice tower. 1 second.
Yeah, I was doing something too, or I would have pushed it towards you. Fair enough. Yes, it does look like a giant, like a Viking ship.
I'll tell everybody. Hey, that definitely looks like like a Viking, giant ship, similar to the one we saw in Fireshear.
What's up, Big Dano?
If it's the same one, that'd be even better.
Well, I'll look at the who has the freaking goggles of owl or the eagle eye.
It's eagle goggles, thank you very much.
Yeah, those. Like, I want you to put those on so you can see even further.
I mean, I have them on already. I'm
Fair.
Batman forever. Okay. I look to see for. Should I roll the thing?
You broke up. I didn't hear what you said.
I'm a look at. I actually wasn't paying attention at all. What do you want me to do?
Basically, see if he would try and identify, make sure that is the frost giant ship we saw. I said,
Okay.
what I know is that it looks similar, but see if you know, kind of positively identify it.
He doesn't think it is, but you know, because the thing's on fire. You know, the other ship had like a big dragon skin freaking sail and stuff on it, and this is all burnt down. So, and you guys didn't really get a super good look at the other ship. You just saw it from afar. So, but yeah, when you're looking through these goggles, it's like looking through binoculars. So, I mean, if you're wearing binoculars around all day long, just let me know so I can impose disadvantages on things that are up close.
I mean,
attacking.
it has an attunement.
Right, but that means you could just pop them down and look through them. They're like binoculars.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
Well, I think we should
I want to take them off.
caution.
Well, you don't
'cause,
have to. You could, you know, just put them on top of your head and then pull them down when you want to wear them. You know,
Okay.
when you want to use them. Right. Let me double check on that. The clips fit over your eyes while wearing them. You have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. Oh. No, you can wear those all the time.
Yay.
What's
I
going
like to be
on?
Batman.
Yep, you can wear those all the time. Nice. All right, so See characters approaching Luskan for the first time. See thick black cloud of smoke rising from the harbor. And so here is a big picture of Luskan. This is a huge picture, but I want you guys to see what Luskan looks like.
Oh, it's the arch. It's the arch tower.
Yep, you got the host tower there on the left. That's on an island in the harbor.
Isn't that technically supposed to be rebuilding at this point? No, I know this is not in reality.
So a pretty big city, especially as far as a port city goes. Lots of ships, lots of trading going on, the hustle and bustle. As you guys approach from the north into the North Gate, which I will give you an overview map of Luskan.
It's a pretty small map.
So you guys you got to enter the North Gate, which is the very, very top right of the map. So you guys, as you get close, you could see the comings and goings of merchants and people trading and putting on wagons, because if you were to leave out of Luskan a few miles, the Blackford Road heads out towards Mirabar, and that's where you think most of the trade is going currently, because just recently did the pass get open heading into Bridge Shander. Like, you think you guys might be some of the first people out of Icewind Dale since winter, because most of these people aren't as heavily dressed as you guys are for winter as you guys approach the gates. And one of the guards there says, "Aye, you don't look like the folk that come around these parts. What brings you to Luskan?"
We are dropping someone off for a caravan to Bryn Shander, and we're just passing by.
She took off by herself, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Sorry.
Never mind.
But we are from the north. Just came down from Bryn Shander.
Aye, so the pass is clear, I see. Clear enough for people to come through. Not perhaps wagons yet, eh?
Sure, if you get past the giants.
Yeah, we had an incident yesterday with some giants in the harbor. Seems like the wizards didn't like it, though, and blasted the blimies out of the water. Look, and he points over towards the smoking boat in the harbor that you guys can see. Now, Luskan is the north end of town, is the fancy dancy high end of town kind of thing, and then down below is the main part of the city, and it is not so fancy dancy. As you can see, there's a huge bridge that goes over the river into town, and he says, "So there is a charge to come into Luskan. I suppose since you're travelers, it's only 1 copper apiece, since you don't have any trade to tariff."
1 copper? That's easy.
He takes it from you each. I'm supposing you're each giving a copper,
Yes.
Yeah.
and he drops it in a little tin bucket off to the side there. It looks like each of the guards have a bucket that they are never too far out of arm's reach. Now, kind of off to the side, there's some side buildings. It looks like maybe barracks and stuff. And up on the like a balcony of the barracks, you see a robed individual wearing like arcane clothes and stuff. And he's just kind of milling about up there, watching the comings and goings. And every now and then, you can see that one of the guards asks up to him about if this person's allowed in or this person's allowed out or whatever, when it seems to be a difficult situation. So it appears that that guy may be in charge.
Customs, huh?
Customs, yeah. It's Border Patrol. So
Let the guard.
Go ahead.
I was gonna tell the guards like, hey, if you see anybody caravans heading out, they might want to watch out. There were hill giants up by the bridge.
What's up, Shadazar? Yeah, 10 buckets of
We
copper.
killed the
Wow.
4 that we saw, but there may be more.
I'll let them know. Thank you. So, you know, the guards are kind of busy doing their thing, just looking at tariffing things. You know, you've got 2 buckets of apples here, and this is all tariffable. Tariffable. Tariffable? Is that a word? Tariffable.
It is now.
It's all taxable.
There you go.
Taxable or untaxable?
Each of the ship captains have to get their due. So you guys, as you come into town, this bridge is got to be 200 yards wide. It is. You don't even know how it's so big. It's the biggest bridge you guys have seen. You know, a lot of you have been on this bridge when you left out of town. You came out of here. So things haven't dramatically changed so much. Although you do see there's a heavier amount of troops about. And you think it's due to the giant activity of recent. They do look like they have some extra timbers and extra fortifications for gates and stuff around. But you think this place could fare better than Bryn Shander did at holding off giants, but not for very long. From what your experience is with dealing with the frost giants anyways. So what is it that you guys want to do in town?
Do we have a reason to come to Luskin to begin with?
We're going to Waterdeep.
Waterdeep's where we're heading.
Yep.
So you need to seek passage to Waterdeep, huh?
That'd be the quickest way.
Did y'all want to get supplies or anything while we're here? Just probably pretty much find anything here you want.
There's Rip says that he has to make some contact meetings here.
Nothing conspicuous about that.
Well,
How long should that take?
it could take him a couple of days.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Then
so
let's go find a place to stay and check out what we need to see if there's any trouble we can get into.
Speak for yourself.
Let's see. Wrong one.
Hey, that ring or necklace or whatever we're looking for, that's what's in Waterdeep.
Nah, information. A relative of or a friend of the guy who has the Ring of Winter, artist. I assume Harshnag's headed out toward the Eye of the World, right?
Yeah, you guys headed toward Luskan, and he started heading. He tells you that My travels say that since these giants are so prolific, that the Allfather should help me, guide me in the right direction. When you're ready, the Allfather will help guide you in the right direction too, so you can meet me there. It is a long and arduous journey, especially if you don't know the way, but I will head that way as you chase after some ring.
I feel like that was some serious hints being dropped there. Like maybe we should possibly go with them.
No, we already planned on going to Waterdeep. There's a couple reasons. I don't remember them all.
Too easy.
But we were gonna meet with him in about a month, at the Allfathers.
Won't it take like a month just to get on the water deep?
Now, if we get on a boat,
That's fair.
So, as you guys are kind of milling in town and stuff, you guys get into the main street a little bit, past the stables. And you can see a huge palace up on the left. And there's a whole bunch of, like, there's a traffic jam, there's a bunch of wagons, something happened, and there's like this big blob of traffic that's backed up. And as they're kind of clearing it away, you can see that they're trying to get the tipped over wagon out of the street and stuff. You guys are kind of milling about next to the side of the road. And there's a lady selling miscellaneous odds and ends, some food and some jewelry and stuff. Oh, our snack's not there. Oh, let me get rid of Rip. Rip goes on his own way and takes Amber with him. They're like, we're gonna go play darts.
Accurate.
They tell you they will meet you at the Cutlass in 3 days. That's what Rip tells you. Rip is from Luskan. He knows all about Luskan.
I live close to Luskan.
so the Cutlass is like an inn
Yeah.
Down south of you?
all the way down south.
So we should meet up there in 2 days.
3.
3?
So you guys are milling about waiting for this traffic jam, and Barrick, you smell something familiar, like the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you get that tingly feeling that you had not so long ago, that dark necrotic energy flowing through your veins feeling as you're standing over here.
So I get a sense of where it's at.
Somewhere nearby. Come get
All
your
right.
trinkets. I've got lots of trinkets for sale over here.
Well, let's go check out the trinket lady.
She's like, these just in today. You'll be the first of its kind to buy this stuff from the north. It's like
Do I
black,
recognize it?
it's like black diamonds, yes. Some call it black ice.
What the fuck?
Huh.
She's got like 5 or 6 trinkets laid out on her on her little table there, and as you guys look back at it, she's got other trinkets too. She's got a big basket of bread and stuff, and she's like coughs. She looks kind of sickly.
Does it look like she's infected with the black ice?
You from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away, you can't quite tell. Do you like focus on your goggles and like...
Yes.
Yes, she does look like she's probably infected by black ice. She's got those black veins running up her neck, and around her neck there's a little trinket hanging of black ice. And you can see
Okay, Oops. Move out right there, and I whisper to the rest of the party that it's black ice. And she's
Right.
infected.
Just figured.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
I can
What-
feel
What
it.
should
black
we
ice?
do is what I'm saying.
Barrick, you kind of want one of them.
Yeah, I know.
What's black ice?
Yeah, the goblin's like, what's black ice, guys? Tugging on someone's pant legs.
The zombie fire thing. It's hard to explain.
Sounds exciting.
It's bad news.
Oh yeah, it's bad news.
That's why I'm down here instead of home.
We did not come down here for black ice.
So, what do y'all want to do about it?
Came
We,
down
like,
here to
get
get
rid
rid
of
of Black Eyes.
it? Is there a way to destroy it?
There isn't a way to destroy it. In Bryn Shander, we just buried it with the help of the dwarves.
All right. Well,
Make sure not to touch it.
I don't remember. Also, I think was a light or radiant damage. Radiant makes it ignite or something. Go crazy.
Yes, but I don't think it will destroy the black ice.
Carrie, what do I know about Black Eyes?
Just about everything.
Do I know how to get rid of it?
Do you know how to get rid of it? You do know that it is part of an artifact, and getting rid of it would be to take it deep into the mines where it was dug up and unbury the pile that was collapsed, that Stokely Silverstream collapsed some 2 weeks ago, and throw it in with that and then rebury it all. Other than that, you think if you threw it in a volcano, you're not sure if it would destroy it or not.
What if I dropped it in the middle of the ocean?
You think then the whatever lived in the middle of the ocean might get affected by it?
Great.
Do you know what black ice is, Justin? Like you personally?
No,
Do
the
you know
crystal
who?
shard, right?
Yeah, that's the remnants of the crystal shard.
All right.
The
Now,
gl-
does that
the towers?
Yeah. Does it affect you if you're not wearing it, like possessing? Like, what if you're just carrying it?
It emanates necrotic energy that calls you to it. So after a while, even carrying it, you're going to find that, how did it get in my hand? I'm holding it now. Or I'm wearing it now. You know, it unconsciously calls to you. And it's really calling to you right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm guessing he's been affected before by it.
Oh yeah.
He's a professional with black ice. He knows how to make. He made armor out of it. He made shields. He made weapons. He made enough gear and infected half of the Dwarven nation outside of Bryn Shander, and took over the dwarven mines and started mining black ice. He is extremely familiar with black ice.
Well then, we should keep him away from that stuff.
Yeah.
He's a
but-
battle rager. You're gonna have a hard time.
He's kind of pokey. You're like, don't go. Wait, you can go that way. Okay. You're pokey. I'm not stopping you.
Well, I look to them and go like this. This is a problem. We got to fix it now.
I said I can distract the lady trying to sell something.
Hold
and we
up,
try to
let's
get it
just-
off her.
Let's talk to her first, because
See how much she
I'm like-
has.
Well, can you contain yourself enough? Cause you look like you're over there twitching and stuff toward it, scratching your
Well-
neck, licking your lips.
He's like,
I'm also trying not to use it. I was the one who. That's why I left. So I know how bad this shit is. Probably more than any of you do. But Bronislaw, why don't you go up there, find out how much she has, how much she's selling it for, and where she got.
Okay.
Because
I
if
move
I do
up.
it, it's just gonna be like, give me this shit, or I'll fucking cut your head off.
so she's like, you interested in buying some of my trinkets?
Maybe.
She needs immediate help from a cleric or something.
Yes,
like,
well,
I
she's
have
playing
no
darts.
ability.
I have a perfect piece for you. And she goes to reach for a piece of the black ice. She says, no, I think one of these would suit you better. And she picks up something that's not black ice and shows it to you. Perhaps this one is your taste. And she, like a little seashell trinket.
How much black ice do you have?
Why are you asking? You look down, you see 5 pieces on the table.
Do I see any more behind the cart
No.
or table thing? Okay.
You do see a piece hanging around her neck, though.
If only we had Ripier to sleight of hand and take it off.
I mean,
I
you're both standing next to it, looking at it. That would be a hell of a sleight of hand move.
Rips, pretty proficient.
Hey, look, bunny rabbit, swipe. I mean, okay, now he's got it. I didn't see you take it, but now they're gone. Right?
Yeah. I ask how much the black ice costs.
She's like, I suppose I could part with it. Are you looking to purchase? Which piece are you looking to purchase?
How much do they cost?
Well, they all have
the
different
big-
values. See the artistic
The
nature of them.
which one do you think is the best?
I do think perhaps the seashell would suit you better.
Okay. This isn't going anywhere.
Are you trying to tongue lasher with persuasion kind of thing going on?
Sure. I try and persuade her to give me some. Let me see. No, see what I can buy.
She's like, yeah, you're not the type that I want to depart with these new trinkets my husband made for me. She kind of scooches they're like laying on a cloth. She kind of scooches them back a little bit.
Barrett?
Maybe these aren't for sale. And she looks up at you with
I
that.
look at her and go like this. How much for all of them? And where did you get them?
So you're like using intimidation on her?
Yeah. I don't know if I have it.
Oh yeah.
And how many she
Everybody-
sold as well?
Everybody's got it.
Didn't she just say we were the first ones that would be buying it?
She's like, now, I will not be bullied into selling this. The guards aren't far. You
Barrack,
and your
Good.
pokey
Barrack,
armor.
Get Barrack, go away.
All we had to do is tell them that's a cursed object.
She's
that-
infected
that-
by the black ice. She wouldn't give it up willingly.
I know that. Hopefully she'll pack up shop and you'll follow her. Where did you get this stuff?
She's like, could you take a step back, sir? Your armor is quite revolting.
Good. I take a step, I inch closer.
Barrack, stop. She's not going to help us at all if you keep doing this.
She's like, I will call the gods if you don't leave me be.
And I'll tell the guards you're selling cursed items to unwitting people. So either you give us this stuff, tell me how much it's worth, and then tell me where you got it from. Now.
She does look a little flustered, but she kind of folds her little leather pouch up quickly. She reaches and starts like she's collecting up the black ice. She's like, I'm telling the gods. And she starts yelling, John, help me. There are people trying to steal from me. And she yells back into the building behind
We're
her.
not. It's, Barrack, see, look what you've done.
No,
If we had to steal from her, we could have just quietly killed her.
She's like, kill me?
No,
Oh,
that was
no.
not. That was not in game.
I just escalated.
So let's keep.
That was not in game.
Let's keep table talk off to
Okay,
the
okay.
side. I can't tell, so you know. You
Okay,
guys
I'll specify when
So,
I do it.
yeah.
Okay.
having conversations amongst the players in the middle of role playing is not role playing.
Yeah, I realize that. I tell her this is just a misunderstanding. Ignore my battle ranger friend.
Well, he's pressuring me. Look at him. He's leaning all up on me.
Barrack, just take a step back.
That armor's got bits
Or
of
five.
flesh hanging off of it.
Barrack, scoot back. We don't want this to escalate into a fight.
Says you.
If a fight would.
Barrick's got like that look
I
in
would
his
make
eyes.
things worse.
What'd you say, Talia?
And a fight wouldn't make things worse, and plus she's sick as hell. That shit's killing her.
That's why I'm trying to negotiate. Need to do. Okay, we should wait for the guard to get here. Make him understand that one, this is either see if he's possessed. This is in roleplay too, but I'm not being loud. I'm talking to Barrack quietly. We should see if the guard is possessed, and if he is, we're screwed. Barrack can do whatever he wants. But if he isn't, we should make him understand that this is a cursed item and that it is dangerous for anyone to be close to it.
Alright, what's she doing right now?
She's like, she was kind of like trying to collect up the black ice in her little leather, cloth that she has. She kind of folds it up, and she leans back against the building, and she like taps on the window back there, and she said, "John, come help me. They're trying to hurt me, and I think one of them wants to kill me." And she bangs on the window, and you both hear from inside, "Meh."
Uh-oh.
The hell was that?
Oh, great. Well, Barrack, you can do whatever you want now.
I step up and touch her and say remove curse. See if that helps.
Well, before you do that, you can tell that what's cursing her is still on her.
Okay.
So it may not work because if the cursed item is still in her possession, she will still be cursed.
Yeah, cursed item though, it breaks. I don't know if it requires an attunement basically an attunement that allows you to, you break that cursing and remove the item, so they're not drawn to it.
Right, but these items tend to soak into your soul.
Fair enough. All right.
And,
I still tried. I was like, remove curse. I touched her because I didn't know any better.
so roll to hit her.
Roll the hitter. All right.
Well,
Slash
she's
her.
not. She's not going to let you touch her. Let me put her. Hold on. Let me put her in the combat. Oh, she is in the combat tracker. Yeah, you can target her. Do you? All right. So you're like. So you like grab her by the wrist, you know, as she's reaching for the black ice, and you're like, and you cast. What is it? What's the components of cure?
It's just remove curse. It's a touch.
It's just
Verbal
touch.
and
So
verbal and
So you say some wizardly gargle, and then you throw a big powder of something in her face. I don't know what the material component.
yeah, no, it's just, yeah. There's no material. It's just touch and
And you see like, actually, I need you to roll a. Wait, let me get that for you. Onar, I need you to give me a con save.
that's
All right. Yeah. So, as you cast remove curse, you can you like as you're finishing the quick verbal and somatic of the spell, you can see that the trinket around her neck starts glowing like with this black kind of energy, and it shoots out at you, and a spark comes out of it and hits you, and you can feel the negative effect of it like jolting through your body. You're like, and she's like, ah! She screams, help, help, help! As this black energy like fades away into your body, like into your skin.
I grabbed Olor and will drag him away. See if he's injured.
He doesn't appear to be wounded, but he's in shock. Like, what the hell just happened? He's like, that wasn't good.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I knew what I know about the energy that hit me?
Yeah. Let's. He kind of shifts you around. Bronislaw does. She's kind of skirting. She's trying to get away.
Barrick.
And let's roll initiative.
Oh yeah, can I see through the window? That's one thing I want to say first.
We will let you know on your initiative.
Dang it. Oh, my initiative is going to be.
Let me take Rip out, and Amber, and Harshnag. Hoot is there. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have him?
Yeah, Hoot's with me. I see him up there on the corner.
I mean, do you have his NPC sheet though?
I'm guessing it's the old one, cause. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
All right, so Bronislaw, so you shift Olnar out of the way and you kind of lean and look in the window, and through the dirty glass and some curtains, you can make out inside there is a humanoid creature that doesn't look like he is baking bread. Hold on, let me unlock the map and open this up without dragging the whole thing around.
Hey, I can't roll. I can't roll Owl's initiative. Or Hoot, rather.
Huh. There we go.
Thanks.
How thick is the glass?
I wouldn't
Like, if I
even-
shot an arrow through it, would it pierce easily?
You would have disadvantage on hitting your target for the first shot.
Okay. I have an idea. I'm gonna target the zombie. I need to put on disadvantage myself, though.
Yep.
Shoot him with a normal arrow. Then I'm gonna roll a second arrow. And I shouldn't have disadvantage anymore, right?
All right, so you notice as soon as the arrow sticks into him, he turns. He doesn't seem to be affected by it.
Yeah, that's why I was just shooting that normal arrow first to get through the window.
Okay, so it does stick into him, but you notice he resisted it.
It needs to be magic, if I remember correctly. Okay, now I'm gonna shoot a magic arrow. No, that's just for were rats and stuff. That's a magic arrow. And it's still resisted.
It flinches. Meh, now that the window's broke, it starts to lean.
Oh wait, no, it has to crit, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay. And I can move, so I'm gonna be done.
So she's like, help me, and she disengages. And runs
We're gonna
around
be
the
brought to the
corner.
prisoner carnival.
Barrack.
So she moved over.
Do what?
The lady, she moved up there.
Yeah, she took off running, yeah. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. She did not get that far. She runs around the corner. And you can't see her anymore. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up.
So I move.
When you go around the corner, you do see her. She's right there. So you come running around the corner and you almost run right into her. She's like, help, help, he's chasing me, help, help.
Make her quiet.
Is there like people around?
Yeah, there's like just on the other side of the building behind you is about 1,000 people in a traffic jam in the middle of the street. There was guards trying to help get the wagon out of the street. That's why you guys were kind of milling about over here.
I say I'm following her. So I just move there and look at her like, take me to your leader.
Take me to your leader. Anything else?
Nope. Move.
Hoot. Hoot.
Hoot is gonna get over me and start looking for a way in from the. There's a one-story kind of building.
Yeah, yeah.
He starts looking for any kind of openings they can get inside, see what's going on inside of it.
He knows there's a
Over about
window
me
right
first.
here.
Oh. Well, in that
And,
case,
and there's a door right here.
a window that's open though.
No.
The one right in
Oh,
front of you, it's broken.
Yeah, he's looking for a way in that's able for him to go into. You know? So come on, me. If you don't see one, he's just hovered by me for a minute. See what happens.
Okay. He goes, hoot, hoot! And he signals that there's a way in.
Yeah, not by the zombie though. We're not going that way.
Yeah, I don't think you're being very specific with him now, are you?
Not at this point, right? I just tell him like, stay still, stay still.
It's a 6 second, and you got to do other things too.
Yeah. I'm like, just stay still. Look at him. So he stays where he's at.
And he's done. Talia.
She's gonna go around the other way, but even though she's not even sure how big this building is, she's gonna double it.
Okay. Well, she can see that that's a door, and that's a window, and that goes around to the backside.
All right.
So she could see that a little bit.
Okay. That's turn for. She didn't say anything to anybody. Just went.
Olor.
Alright, so I can move 25 to there. And I go ahead and just do a minor illusion on this corner to where it just makes it look like you can't see through it, like, you know, basically the image of that building without them two behind it so people can't see from the street. Just
And it's
They
what, a
can't see him.
5 foot square you can make?
yeah, 5 foot cube, so I'm just gonna do it off the corner of that building where it blocks the view from anybody looking into the alleyway. Yeah, basically that.
Alright, cool.
So now they're invisible to anybody from the alleyway.
Hide in the murder scene.
Just trying to help out here.
Let me cover this up. Let me check my alignment. That's okay.
Yeah, that's good. Don't forget, I just felt the energy come off that black ice, so I'm pretty confident I want to go after this person right now.
All right, so this zombie like comes clambering out. 5'10" and moves right up to Bronislaw
Hello.
and tries to bite you. Snap and misses you. You can see that he's got like a real heavy leather apron on. There's like a male, he's human, probably in his like early 30s, late 20s, but he's all zombified. He's got the black ice look to him, you know, you've seen it many, many times.
I've seen it too much.
And it's your turn.
Ah, wonderful.
Like the glass and stuff doesn't really, I mean, it cuts him, but he doesn't even flinch from just climbing out. He's like, "Bleh."
Has to be a crit or a magical weapon. So I'll put my bow away and draw out my magical short sword. I can't draw out my dagger, correct?
Are you a dual wielder? Yes,
I am.
you are. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're putting a weapon away though. So
Yes.
I kind of give you, if you're putting one away, you can draw one. You know, you can do two.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna draw my short
You
sword.
could
and-
you could drop your bow and draw both of them.
Actually, yeah, I'll do that because it's right next to me.
Okay. So you drop your bow,
Alright.
draw both of your weapons, and attack.
Yep.
All right.
That's
So
a
you like stick him in the side with your short sword. Go ahead and roll damage. You can see the
Hang on.
magic the magic kind of slices in and it flinches now.
Shouldn't my arrow have done that too?
Your arrow wasn't magical.
But it was. My second arrow was. Or actually no, it was just a +1. Unless that is magical.
Your longbow. Huh. It should
That's fine.
actually. It didn't. You don't know why.
It's. I'm attacking with my dagger.
And that's
I'm hitting with my short sword.
It slices, it dices,
And it's dead.
and that's how you make clean work of a black ice zombie.
And that I can't move still, right?
Yeah,
Or can I?
You got movement still?
I haven't moved. I've attacked 3 times.
Yeah, you can move up to your amount of movement per round at any point.
Okay. It's helpful. Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna move right here. Like, lunge through the broken glass.
So it will take your full movement, but you can't get in there.
Okay. And what do I see?
You open that up for you. You see a window over here? Stupid.
Can I see through it?
Yeah, you can see out. And there's a door over here.
Okay.
And this room looks like it is some kind of workshop. And you can see some black ice laying on the table here.
Great. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
She's like, help me. And she disengages again.
Wait, oh lord, was that this is out of character. Was that spell you just put just silence? Like they can't see, or can they hear still?
Yeah, they can still hear. It's just an image.
Oh, great.
How do I delete this line?
Should be able to just do your movement again, right?
What line?
I got a 45 degree, well, 45. Thank you.
There you go.
Move up 15. Five more, and just keep following her.
Okay. She looks like she's running in this direction.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow her.
She like bangs on the window as she goes by. John, help me, help me.
He's dead.
Hoot. Yeah, but she didn't see that.
Hoot's gonna follow Bronislaw in, kind of just stay next to him, see what's going on. Stay in flying.
Alright, so when he gets inside, he's probably going to be at ass speed inside trying to fly.
It's fair enough.
It's better than his 5-foot walking speed.
His reaction, if anybody tries to attack him, like come at him, is going to be to head out the window.
Talia.
I have to go continue running around the corner, see what I.
Alright. Hold on, let me clear that up for you. Alright, so you see 2 more windows back here and a door. And then this goes that way.
Just the window seems to be open.
None of the windows appear to be open. No, it's kind of cold.
I just use the rest of my move to get to the door.
All right. Hey, what's up, Kaden? What are you doing?
I'm
Did
following
you
the
have
chase
fun
as well. Slowly but surely.
at the pool? Did you go swimming? Sorry, I was talking to the stream. What was that?
You're good. I just go ahead and move that 25 feet there. I'm assuming I already have mage armor on me. Make sure I have mage armor on.
You do. An arcane word, is that something that stays with you?
Well, as long as when I cast mage armor, since it's a abjuration spell, I automatically get my ward for the day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would say you've. What do you normally cast it? Like first thing in the morning?
Well, I've been casting beginning of combat, but apparently we never did a long rest, so mine stayed on me. We can go ahead and do a long, clear my sheet so I can have all my spells back.
Well, you could have cast it probably. At the
I think
beginning of
mage
the
armor
combat.
lasts for 8 hours. Is that what it's for?
Right, and it's probably been that because it's evening, like dusk almost coming into
Yeah,
town.
so I cast it beginning of combat, so I'll go ahead and take another spell slot away from me.
Yeah, just burn the spell slot, and we'll say you have it on you.
Fair enough. So yeah, in that case, I'll 1 second, let me make sure there's nothing else I wanted to do. Nope, not really nothing else I can do right now, so pass this.
So Talia, when you move up to the door, you can hear on the other side of the door.
Oh crap!
And then you hear a thump, bang, and another coming from that window.
Oh, this is not good.
And this zombie goes and stands up.
Forget about that.
Why is it still oh, because he's
Table talk, so they don't just die? What the hell?
Yeah, well, it's fun. I have to get a crit, I think, to put them down for good. If I remember correctly.
and goes wandering off this direction.
To the crowd of people.
Bronislaw.
Do I see that?
Yeah, you're standing in the window. You can see it. He gets up.
Okay, I
and-
move there then. And I can do that because I have a thing that lets me go through difficult terrain without any disadvantages.
Nice. So you just like leap out the window, do a tumble across the table, and land next to him like wha with your two weapons out.
Yes.
It like turns around and looks at you like meh.
Then I hit him. Why'd I roll twice?
All right, so you like stick him in the chest. He's like,
I don't know why I rolled twice.
I don't know. You double clicked maybe. They
Uh-huh.
both hit, so only one's gonna count for damage.
Zombie's still prone.
Oh wait, do you have yourself targeted? No.
Yes. Right now. I don't know.
Roll damage. We'll find out. Okay, so it's like you stick it and it falls back down again.
Question, what is, like, this, What is like the on the right side of it? What is that? Like the on the bottom right?
What are you talking about?
That thing?
I don't know. A glitch in the matrix.
I like those.
It's a
Okay.
cellar. It's cellar doors that go underneath.
Okay. Huh. I need to get a crit. Okay.
So as you pull your dagger out, you can see it like opens its eyes again and looks up at you.
I hit it again
Where?
in the head.
Roll to hit. So you like stab it in the head. And
I need a crit. Oh, never mind. It went away. Okay.
when you stab it in the head, it twitches and quits moving altogether.
Yeah, there it is. Got it. I remember.
You guys might have needed a crit when you were like level 2, but you don't need a crit anymore. You just need to do a headshot.
Oh, okay.
Remember? Headshots? You almost
Yeah.
probably needed a crit when you were So she's like, ah.
Hey, we've surely rested since the hill giants, right? Because
Yeah.
some of our guys still have the damage from the hill giants.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. No, you don't.
Look at that magic.
She comes running around the corner. She's like, skirt, comes to a quick stop as she sees Talia standing on the little stoop there. She's like, oh, you've got to help me. There's this mean dwarf. He's chasing me. You got to help me, she says to you. Because she didn't really even see you part of the group. You're kind of off to the side, right?
Yeah, I was now outside. What's that, man? What's going on?
It's like, there's a dwarf in the horrible armor. He's chasing after me. He wants my stuff. She shows you she's carrying something in her hand. You can clearly see she's affected by black ice.
Wasn't Talia almost about to take a piece of black ice when we killed or
Killed what's his
defeated
name?
the yeah. What's his name?
Now, Barrick, it's your turn. You're finishing your move.
Yep. Done.
Rumble, stumble, and here comes Barrick running around the corner chasing after her.
Oh, that dwarf.
She's like, yeah, help! So how does Hoot propose to get through a door?
Oh, is that closed? I didn't know it
Yeah.
was closed. I was curious. All right. In that case, back out of the window since there's nothing else going on here, and back to my side.
Hoot. Talia.
Okay. I just coming in and I saw Barrett come around. So, oh, that dwarf. So I just reach out. It's like, it's okay, man. I cast hold person. But she has to make a will save, wisdom save.
No, she didn't make
She
it.
failed.
So what's old person? Let's see what the effect is. The description. What is it? What happens to her? She paralyzed, so she becomes paralyzed. So she's like, "Urgh."
She's
She
freezing right in place with her eyes wide open.
paralyzed.
Well played.
She's incapacitated. She can't move or speak. So she's like, "Urgh, urgh." She's just looking around with her eyes. She fails strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls have advantage. An attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet of her. So you gotta be with melee. So she's just like, "Argh!" And she just freezes there. Like, "Ugh!"
Yep.
And she's
And I'm
just
going to
looking
step
at
to
her,
the side.
all big-eyed. And you can see the, the black ice veins in her kind of deepen a little bit. You're gonna move to the side, okay?
Move to the side. I'm going to tell Barrett because there's more zombies inside the house. Calmly saying it.
Door's right there.
Yeah, that's the door right there. You could see it.
Okay.
That's a window, and you could see a little head popping up over the windowsill, going meh, meh. It looks like a little girl zombie. Olnar. Oh lord.
Yeah. A little gnome comes running around the corner, having to dash to get to this point. Exactly.
Like pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
Not a lot of breath and shit.
And like, this
Next
running
turn.
crap. What's all this running for? You hear bump, bump, bump inside, and on the window you hear bump, bump, and the window cracks a little as the little girl is banging on it. Bronislaw.
I have to wait 1 sec. It's just for there for now. If I dash, could I open the door?
Yeah, opening a door is. I mean, if it's unlocked, opening a door is a free action.
Okay, then is it locked?
No, it's not. And let me open that up for you guys.
Okay. Anyone in the specific room I am? That's 10 feet.
You hear coming from around this corner, and something banging. It sounds like something's banging on glass, but you can't see through that wall.
Yeah, okay. I move right there, and I have, if I had that, I have 5 more feet, I think.
Well, you don't have
After that.
any. Yeah, you don't have any movement as soon as you hit that down arrow button.
Yep. I'm gonna move right there. Right there. And do I see her?
No.
Yeah, okay. It's in that room. Okay. I'm good then.
So she runs up and opens the door.
She's
She
frozen.
is paralyzed.
Oh yeah. Does she get a roll?
At the end of her turn, yeah.
So go ahead and roll that for her.
Oops, I forgot to turn it.
When her turn is in, shouldn't it roll automatic?
No.
She's still paralyzed.
So she goes. You see her try to move, but she can't because she's paralyzed. Barrick.
Either of you two ever deal with black ice?
No.
Talia?
Yeah, I've dealt with it before.
Well,
Remove all that black ice from her. And you
yeah,
can do
she's
that.
got it
for her.
around her neck, and she's got a bag of it. You do that. I'm gonna go inside. Kill this. Move to that door, and is it locked?
It's not locked.
Open it.
And inside you see what looks like a forge. Very, very hot forge. With some pieces of black ice scattered about.
Is it hot
And
enough to burn, though, is the question.
No.
Looks like a boy also wearing a heavy leather apron. Zombie though, he's like, meh.
I know there's no way to bring him back, right?
You do not have that power, correct?
I do have the power to end his suffering.
I like your outlook.
So I attack that zombie.
Okay. Where? How?
Overhead, top of the head down.
So you're hitting it in the head.
Yes.
It dies.
Move in and take stock of the entire room with what you already explained it to. Yeah, we got more black ice in here.
Greg.
Hoot 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 hoot.
I'm done.
Talia.
All right, I go over to the lady, take the bags, take the black ass off of her.
She's like, oh, looking at you, like stretching her eyes out, you know, like. And she can see. She can't do
Sorry,
nothing.
ma'am.
So you gotta like pry the bag out of her hand. Like, when you pull the trinket off of her neck, you can see that immediately the black veining in her chest and around her neck starts to subside, and she kind of, you can see her eyes relax a little bit. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't know what to do really right now. Move up a little.
So you come around the corner and you see that the dwarf is just pulling his axe out of the top of this young boy's head that obviously looked like a zombie. He's like, just rips it out without any significant look at him, and starts looking around the room. Yeah, you can hear him. Yeah, there's more black ice in here.
Yeah. This is glass right here in front of that zombie.
Yeah, it's cracked too. You can see
Alright.
it's spider webbing because she's like clawing at the glass trying to get out to you guys. But she's probably 7. You know, she's tiny. She can't even reach the window hardly, you know.
Do I know any cures for this stuff to help bring that zombie back, being a wizard?
You've never experienced this stuff before.
Alright, it's my first time. Never even heard of it. Alright, well. I'm gonna ice knife this poor zombie in the head.
It's about all you can see of the little girl too. It's her head sticking up.
That's it. Ice knife to the head.
So you'll have disadvantage on the first one. Actually, you're just gonna have a -2 to hit.
Alright, -2 to hit. -2.
It's a range attack, right? Ice knife.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, just hit the -2 there, and because the glass is already like cracked and shattered, kind of. But it's enough. It like ricochets off the glass. The glass falls out of the window.
Awesome. So, think I get just one of those.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Doesn't
just
it
one.
burst?
It does burst with 5 feet ice damage.
Yeah, you can give her some ice damage, love.
Alright, here comes the ice cold to her.
The burst. So she's like, a little bit of icicles form on her head and stuff, and she's like, meh.
There you go.
And she comes climbing out and runs over and tries to bite Talia on the knee.
Little shit.
She's like, meh. Meh. She's biting at your knee. You're like, get off of me. Bronislaw.
Oh, that puts a wrench in my plans, I think.
You're welcome.
Yeah, look. Oh, she was right there.
Yeah, she's like, now she's kind of down a little bit. Do you have sharpshooter?
I don't know.
You're at neg. Oh wait, you have melee weapons out. Your bow's laying out in the street.
No. I'm gonna throw a dagger at her head.
So you'll have a -5 to hit her.
Dang.
If you move up another square, you only have a -2. But what's
But
your
that
movement?
Make me dash.
Because you're pokey.
And why not? And he put the -5 itself, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I hit.
All right. So you like stick her in the back with it. Whack.
I shed in the head.
And it does damage. No, you didn't. You didn't hit her hard enough to hit her in the head.
Dang. Okay.
Let's see. She's still paralyzed. Yep. Barrick.
Move to there.
He like kicks the door back open. He comes running out with his great axe.
That was my kill.
Jumps off the stoop, swinging his great axe in mid swing, and hits the barrel next to her. Plonk! Hits the wall next to her. He pries his great axe out, spins back around, slices her across the leg. She falls over dead, still twitching.
I'm done. Somebody else want to like stab?
You could have given me my dagger back.
It's still there.
She's laying on it. Hoot.
Yeah. That's all it's gonna do.
Hoot, 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 Talia.
Alright, I just put my hand atop back of her head while she's laying down. I pulled a dagger out that's sticking in it, holding it. That produced a flame on its.
So you like grab a hold of the magical dagger and you cast Produce Flame while it's stuck in her chest or her back?
No, I just pull it out.
Oh, you pull it out and then you cast Produce
Pull it
Flame
out
on,
on her head.
on her head. So her head just like goes as the steam and brains boil out. The whole skull just kind of pops, poof, and bits and pieces of skull and everything fly about.
And
And
wipe
she
the
falls
gray matter
over.
off, hand the dagger back to him.
And she falls over in a smoldering pile of fire. And you see Talia put the bag in her backpack.
Oh yeah, I just let them know I got the stuff. I know there's more in the house.
So you could see like the commoner over there. You could see she's got tears running down her face now.
We just murdered her family.
She just watched her
That were-
daughter's. He just watched her daughter's head blow all over the back of her house. And her
And they were
son
zombies,
and,
but-
and her son's bleeding down the front step of the forge.
Or like leaking.
Yeah, more like oozing. Yeah, they're kind of
Yeah, 'cause
thick.
it was already dead.
It's kind of thick. Probably not much less traumatic though.
Yeah.
She would reply, but she can't speak.
And that probably comforts her so much.
Okay, I'll unleash it. Watch her crumple.
Are we out of combat, or
Yeah, you guys are out of combat.
Don't
okay?
release
I
it yet.
go
We gotta get
back
her in.
and bow, and then come up here.
Oh yeah, bring her. Have control of her before I unleash it.
Just get her away from any black ice.
So what are you guys doing?
Find a place where we have control of her so she can't bolt.
That's the first thing you do is come in here and say, "I'm not talking to you, Joey." What's up, buddy?
Carefully pick her up and drag her into the ford.
Well, she's paralyzed. She's not going to resist.
Yeah,
Let me go
I'm
up here
gonna-
quick.
And pick up the boy's body and just lay him down inside. Motion for everybody to come inside.
I'll leave Hoot outside in case somebody tries to come out. It's kind of personal, not
He'll
Like
be up
great.
top. He could see.
All
the-
right.
Shut the
yeah,
door.
yeah, that's probably a good spot for him.
And shut
Alright.
the door.
Alright, shutting it. And I'm going to unleash the whole person.
That's fine.
So she like
Fuck him.
slumps down and she's like, "Ah, ah." Now that she could speak, she's just just bawling up a storm. Don't kill me, please. Don't murder me like you murdered my family.
Your family was already dead. They were zombies, and you know that.
We all had breakfast together.
Well, then pretty soon you would have been just like them if you kept wearing that trinket of yours.
She's like feeling around for it. Oh my god, my trinket. She stops crying and she starts looking around for it.
Is there any
Feeling
black
around
ice
on the
laying
ground.
around?
Yeah, there's a bunch back there on the back here. Like 8 or
Yeah,
9 little
let's-
pieces.
I kind of motioned to
I'm
Talia,
right
I'd be
there.
like, hey,
She ain't going near it.
right.
I tell her to just go ahead and use that remove curse thing you were about to use.
Yeah, go ahead and touch her and use remove curse.
Well, when you look down at her, you don't think she's affected by the curse anymore. You can see the veining and stuff in her neck is almost completely gone now.
Right.
Where did you guys get this stuff?
My husband got it from a merchant out of Bryn Shander.
Do you know the name?
I wasn't here. I was gone on a trip. I just returned yesterday, and they were making these trinkets, but they were all so sick this morning that I took it upon myself to start selling them.
How many did you sell before we came along?
I sold 4. 2 to the same person. He was a tall fellow, kind of blue.
Did you happen to get a name?
I'm sorry, I don't keep records like that. His silver was good.
If I put
Kinda- Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Carrie, if we put this in like a lead box or something like that, would that sort of contain it a little bit?
You're not sure? You haven't tried that.
I tell her exactly what she was selling and what it does.
She's like,
Since I know a lot.
once you explain it to her, she she looks a little bit relieved that that you guys kind of stepped in when you did. She's like, so I could have sold this to other families? Oh, that poor woman that bought one and her children.
Do you know where she lives, or is she around here?
I have seen her before, but I think she's from the south side. I'm not sure why she was up this way.
So we got a merchant from Bryn Shander who sold the stuff or did whatever with it.
Weren't we the first ones to get back from the north, basically?
Somebody might have got a boat.
I always forget about the boat option.
Or Griffin.
Or teleportation.
My husband did mention that the merchant had some dealings with some dwarves.
Would he have any paperwork or anything like that in your home?
I'm not sure. You're free to search.
Or how about an inventory of the stuff so you know how much damage is actually out there?
I'm not sure. When I got in yesterday, they were all kind of ill. So we went to sleep, and then in the morning, I made us all. She starts crying again. I made us all breakfast, and we had. They didn't eat it, but then I decided to come out and sell these wares all day.
Carrie, real quick, out of character. How long does it take once you start wearing it or whatever that you...
It depends on your constitution rolls.
Okay. But on average.
If you have a low constitution, hours.
Okay. Well, I looked at everybody and so like, we got an issue here. You got at least 2 people who got this stuff, and somebody who's selling it. We might want to. Somebody might want to go find the guards, so we can explain to the town people or the whoever's in charge of the city that this is serious.
I agree. I'd also like to try to find somebody I can try to reach out to for knowledge as far as if there's ever been cures for the zombie.
You're gonna find that Luskin has no clue what you're talking about. Black ice? What's black ice?
Fair enough.
There are some experts nearby, though. Your party has dealt with it extensively.
Fair enough.
So how about we do this?
Unless you're
I'm
gonna,
gonna look.
take black ice and start like showing it around, like to different arcane users in town.
That was kind of the plan, kind of using, being a wizard, I would imagine I'd have some contacts that would have some arcane history knowledge. And
Oh, you think the host tower of the arcane should see these things?
exactly, that's what I kind of was going after. Going for.
You think they would really like them?
Well,
Yeah, we
This
need.
is a terrible idea.
All right, I'm gonna look
not the
around.
Overlord's not. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, first off, ask the lady. If you don't, I don't know how you want to take care of your son here, but
Oh, yeah, it's just like next to the door.
He's
if you want to
still-
say your
he's still-
goodbyes,
he's still oozing out. She's
we
like,
can put him in the forge.
I will take care of my family, thank you.
Okay. So like I started looking around the forge, see if there's like components for me to make like a metal box, something to put the black ice in that hopefully will not contain it, but at least make it a little less infectious.
You do find a little tiny chest that when you open it up, it is lined with lead.
Okay.
And there's
then,
and there inside of it is a little depression inside, like a little wooden structure, like a cork structure inside. And you can tell that that was a chunk of black ice.
all right, so tell Talia to put the rest of that in here. I use tongs and pick up the other pieces that are over there. I don't touch them.
Give me a... Hold on. All right. You can pick them up with your tongs. Though you want to, you're like, I could just touch one of them. Just for a second. Just to feel that.
I know.
And you put them in the box.
I'm resisting it.
You see Talia reaches over and closes the box, like, right afterwards. After Talia, I'm assuming you put yours in there, right? You're not holding them, are you?
No, I told him to put
I'll
them
put
in there.
everything in there. I'll put it all
Okay.
in there.
All right, I was just clarifying.
As soon as we get it closed, I tell everybody I have a spell in my spell book that I could do a ritual and lock this thing permanently, or at least pretty strongly.
Do I still get the tingling sensation once we close it up?
Not so much. Not so much. The baked bread smell kind of has faded. Although,
And what about the stuff outside?
you do smell a little baked bread on the boy, and maybe the girl.
Alright, we
Hey,
can get
somebody
that.
search their body to see if they have trinkets.
They both
They
do.
searched the girl. I think. Yeah.
They both had
What?
trinkets on them.
All right, somebody use the tongs, or somebody else grab it and open the box, throw it.
So treat it like it's nuclear.
Yeah, like,
Uranium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's uranium 252. What is it? 232.
Where's her husband at?
It's
No, I'll
out
show
in
you.
He's out in the street.
Check him for black eyes.
So when you guys go back around front, you can see there's a small little crowd of people gathered around this guy now.
Didn't we have that invisibility kind of thing? Or
that was
the
only
uns-
no, that
Ah.
illusion that I put was only in that corner.
Yeah,
Dang it.
he's like here. Or,
Yeah.
Actually,
About
I think
there.
he was there. And there's people now like looking like, and you see one of the guards. He's walking that way because the people are like, "There's a dead person here."
They can't tell he's a zombie.
Well, not through the crowd of people.
Uh,
Yeah, there's like a guy. I don't think he's dead. He looks pretty beat up though. But he don't look right at all. So what do you guys do? I mean, it's
is it just me over here?
I don't know.
I'm the only one over there.
You
Okay.
knew where it was.
So it is just you over there.
Oh jeez. Is it like a crowd of people in a circle?
No, they're about 10 feet away. They're not wanting to get too close, and they're pointing, but they're out in the street. They're this way.
Okay. Do I see any black ice like easily accessible without me searching him?
Yeah, he would have something around his neck that you can see.
Okay. Well, I'm okay. Hi, Ola.
Hey,
I'm
that's-
walking up.
Hey, isn't that John the Tinkerer? I think that is John the Tinkerer.
About
I hope
that
he-
time, I go ahead and cast a minor illusion behind them. It sounds like a roar of a lion behind the crowd.
So they all turn around, and so the guard's walking up, and he looks down at his stomach like it was from his stomach. It's like, they're all looking at him. He's like, huh?
I quickly do sleight of hand and take the neck.
So you reach down and you grab a hold of the necklace?
And then I take it. I quickly.
All right, 1 second.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, so as you grab a hold of it, you could feel its energy kind of spike up your arm. Like, but you snatch it off of him. The band breaks easily enough. Snap. And so you have it in your hand. You're like, ooh, this feels nice.
Okay, I quickly quietly slink out of the crowd.
So Olar, you see Bronislaw like snatch it. He looks down at it and he looks up at you with like these kind of eager looking eyes, and then he runs down the alleyway holding it, clutching it to his chest.
Of course, I'm trying to run after him, but I can barely keep up.
Yeah.
But
You're like,
as soon as I get around to the
you're
crowd,
like,
eventually,
you're like,
it's like, hey, he has a piece. Make sure you put it.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna put it away. Oh, don't trust me. I wasn't.
hey, Bronislaw, hello? He's chasing after you. Excuse me, you can't have that. Hey, you can't have that. Hey, what are you doing? Comes running around the corner. Guys, I think he's got one in his hand. And he's like...
Yeah, I give it to the person who's holding the lead box.
I grab it immediately and throw it in.
And then you see Barracks holding the lead box. He's like... He looks up at you and goes, "Is that all of them?"
I mean, there's the stuff in the thing, but
He like
There's
licks his
stuff in-
lips as
Talia,
you put it
take
in
the
the
box.
box.
Is there more?
yes, like
Where?
all of the cart area, unless we already got that.
And
We got all of her, all that she had.
yes,
We didn't get it from the workshop.
yeah. There's some on the table in here.
So we take her inside and then search for
All right,
more black ice and any paperwork that where you got it.
All right, so you guys take an hour in here searching and take a short rest or whatever if you want. While you're in here searching, on the desk you find a note from John. It's a brief note that says that 4 days ago he acquired a piece of black ice that you guys. He doesn't call it black ice. He calls it dark dark crystals, from a vendor who supposedly got it from some dwarfs out of Bryn Shander. And he describes it as about a softball-sized piece of black ice. And after a couple of days of trial and error over the hot forge, he finally figured out how to manipulate it. But it doesn't describe how he manipulated it. He just says he found a way to manipulate it and to produce it into small trinkets. And then it goes on. The next entry goes on that he's made trinkets, and he feels that he should sell them for a lot of money because these are very valuable. And it kind of goes on that finally in the writings, like from like a day or so ago, it says that he's decided not to sell the trinkets, that he's going to keep them. And he can't wait to show his wife when she returns from her trip.
Okay, so he lasted about 3 days. Impressive.
So far, all we need is find that family and try to get the two from the blue guy.
All right. So what we do is once we collect everything, do we have almost a softball size? Do I think that?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just missing 2 pieces or 3 pieces.
4.
2 from Tall. I thought one lady bought 1 and one dude bought 2.
And somebody else bought another one.
Oh, she didn't say that.
She did.
She said she sold 4 pieces.
I thought one guy took 2, one chick took 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So once we do that, it's like, could you recognize these people if you saw them again?
Except for the god that bought one, I don't think I would have any problems recognizing the other ones. Matter of fact, the lady that came in with her children, I've seen her from Rat Alley, down near Rat Alley, near the docks. I think is where I've seen her. I do believe. I think she's some kind of vendor as well. And the blue guy, I don't know him. I've never seen him before. I think he was just a traveler like you coming through town.
How big was he?
He had to be over 7 feet tall. He had blue fur, very long arms, spoke foreigner, like from down south or something. A hulking guy wearing a heavy cloak.
That sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
She's describing a furbog.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah. Can you open it whenever you want?
Yeah, I should be able to access it anytime I want. Let me just verify that. Let me just verify it. 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead and lock that up.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Bass. I didn't even notice that.
I didn't realize wasn't following you. It was kind of like, what the hell? Someone had hit the follow. Let's see. You and the creatures that you designate when you cast a spell can open the object normally. So we can open it normally if I designate anybody, but I'll just keep it to myself.
Designated. Yeah.
Y'all just have to watch me. I don't feel like I should be any threat.
Let me be one of the ones I can open it because I can take the stairs, open it back here, and throw it away.
What was that last part?
be one of the designated ones.
All right.
Because I got some control.
Since this was, I'm gonna do the spell out of my spell book. It wasn't prepared. It's taking me a little longer, right?
Do what? If you don't have it
It's a spell. Yeah.
prepared for the day, you can't cast it.
Yeah, we'll have to prepare it for tomorrow then.
Unless you have a scroll.
So I explained to you. I have it in
Well,
my spell book. But
wait,
I have
if
to
you take
prepare
a
for
short rest, what level is it?
it. It's a 3rd level.
So if you took a short rest, couldn't you get? No, you can. You don't. You can't
I get spell slots
re-prepare.
back.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't prepare a spell. Yeah,
Let me see.
I don't think you can. You gotta have it memorized for the day. All right, so you've searched this place pretty thoroughly, and gathered up all the black ice, and you think you pretty much got it all, but those 4 pieces. I mean, weight wise and everything. I mean, they've been carved up into. But Barrick knows that when you manipulate the black ice, it doesn't actually. You don't. There's no waste really. It's just recarving it different ways. You don't really waste it.
I give her 30 gold.
Okay. Talia, you
And-
can cast a ritual spell. You can cast a spell as a ritual if you have it prepared, and it doesn't burn a spell slot. That's the way rituals work.
Yeah, this one's not a ritual. It's a this is a touch. I think.
It'd be a ritual under the spell description if you have it.
Yeah. It's not a
Shads, you just freaking turn the place over?
So I give her the 30 gold. So like, this is to help take care of your kids and for the trouble of having to deal with this crap.
You're too kind. I thank you. And if where can I find you, fine gentlemen, if some of those purchasers were to come back, or I should
Well-
spot them?
I guess we'll be staying at the Cutlass.
The Cutlass, I see. Well, perhaps I will send a message to you there then. She looks a little nervous.
Like who's in charge of the town?
What do you mean, in charge of the town? Like
I've never
ship?
been. I
which
haven't
ship-
been here in a long.
Which ship captain is in charge today? I do not know, but it is definitely the 5 ship captains that are in charge of this town.
Well, we need to go talk to somebody in charge.
Well, talk to somebody in charge of the ship captains? Perhaps you should speak to the Arcane Brotherhood. I hear they are really the ones in charge.
I look to you guys as like, does that sound kosher to you?
Well, I'm pretty sure. I think only Talia was here at this point. When we dealt with the black ice, there was a person like Batcha, that person that Rip
Tasha.
looted. Yeah, didn't she
Oh.
say she worked for someone in Luskan?
Yeah, Barrick knows her fairly well. Baka.
That's what the player doesn't.
Well, his memory's kind of been disrupted. If you refamiliarize him with things, things might come back. The black ice takes a toll on your memory.
I asked him, do you remember someone called Botcha?
I don't know, Terry. Do I remember?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you do a little bit. She's a pirate of sorts that worked for Ship Rathnar in Luskan, And she's the one that convinced you to go expediting for the Black Ice.
Oh, really?
It was her money that provided the excursion.
Okay, so don't go to ship Rathnor.
No, we need to go to the ship Ragnar.
And Rip is wielding a couple of her weapons.
Yes.
Oh,
He's already used up our poison, right?
I don't know.
All right, so how about we check to see first? Let's check to see if the ship Ragnar is here.
Ship
Yeah.
Rathnar is not a ship. It is a. It is
Captain,
now.
like a faction kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a faction.
A faction in Luskan.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
5 factions that run Luskans, and they're pirate ship captains, basically.
Okay, and who's opposed to Ragnar?
Like the captains or the party?
Well, what are there other factions that are opposed to them?
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know.
all of them are opposed to all of them because it's a game of politics. I don't think any of them are really.
Well, that wouldn't be so much common knowledge either. You know, you can't just know that on top of this, just off the top of your head. I mean, you might be able to ask around a little, but this commoner selling trinkets outside the stables doesn't know who's opposed to who.
No, that's cool. All right. I don't know. I haven't been here in a long time. Probably a different form of government when I was last year.
I doubt that. Luskin has stayed the same for a while.
I'm
Oh.
115 years old, so
Yeah, before that it was controlled by a lich.
oh, so an improvement.
Not really.
But the arcane host tower was almost destroyed when the lich decided to break its staff of power or whatever it was. Kaboom! Blew half the tower off and most of the city. That's where the island got formed.
Well, that'll do it.
So, what do you guys? It's like dark now.
That was quick.
Well, it was
Well,
dusk
it was
when you came
yeah.
into town, so, and it's been an hour, so now it's dark.
I think we should head to the Cutlass and get a room.
And yeah, and start listening in about everything that's going on.
All right, so the Cutlass is down here at the south end of the map. Let me push that
We
back
get
to
a
you guys.
description of the one woman who bought the one in Rat Alley, just in case.
Yeah, since we're on the way there, should we try to track her down?
Well,
She
she
knows-
says she was a vendor, so she probably won't be at it then.
Right, and she thinks she describes the woman as a plump, kind of a robust woman. She had 2 children under the age of 10. One was a girl and one was actually they both were girls, but one was dressed as a boy, and they I know I've seen them in Rat Alley.
Well, we got to go that way to get to the Cutlass, anyways, right?
Well, you can.
I say we do and try to find him because if she gave that trinket to one of the kids are.
She gave one to each kid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we need to go try to
We
find
gotta
him
go.
now.
So that's all 4 pieces then? 2 to one each kid and 2 to that one guy?
Yep.
Alright.
That's how it took place.
And then we had to find that furball guy. Don't know where.
All right, so let's make our way down the rat alley so we can track down these three individuals.
Well, isn't it still dark right now?
Yeah, but
You got dark
those kids
vision.
won't
Might
make
help.
it. Yeah, those kids aren't gonna make a whole night with the trinkets around them.
All right, so do you guys just one of you guys move your tokens in the route that you want to go? Move your party token in the route you want to go. Actually, I think I can lock it too. Yeah. And we'll see what you discover on the way.
I've never been here, so I don't know anything.
Okay, I'll lead the way, I guess.
All right.
I was here for about a month or so before we went on our little adventure kind of thing.
All right, so let's take a look at the what the Winter Palace is. Let's see if I have that in here. I like the seagulls, though. That's pretty cool for a port city, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Nice sound effects.
Luskan, also known as the City of Sails, is a port city in the mouth of the river Mirar on the Sword Coast. Luskan, despite the presence of 10 towns, is considered by many to be civilization's furthest reach. Although once a bustling city in days prior to the Spell Plague, the city would suffer greatly in the hands of whoever that guy is. I'm just going to run through this real quick. 2 inhabited islands sit at the mouth of the river. One of the islands has the host tower of the Arcane, and the other island is like the secondary island. The smaller island is called Close Guard Island, and it's housed the ship Kurth, and that's what's connected. See, you can see it says Kurth there. So that's one of the ships, is ship Kurth, in the harbor there. And the northern section of town is called the Mirabar Shield. It's a fortified compound operated by the merchants of Mirabar. So this whole northern section up here is controlled by merchants out of Mirabar. This is also merchants that control this area, the Red Dragon trading post. A bunch of merchants. The southern bank consists of heavily fortified intersections surrounded by caravan compounds. That's where most of the residents and shops are. There's 2 towers that flank the south gate. They call that the the Twin Teeth. There's a prisoners' carnival, which is it's their court of justice. In reality, it's just pretty much a spectacle of torture and execution.
And that's why I'm avoiding it.
And there's also an arena there where duels to the death can be organized by coin spinners. So, you know, the impression of this city is it's a very piratey, you know, kind of no law kind of city. you could see people easily could get robbed and mugged and murdered here, and no one would pay a whole lot of attention to it. So sticking to amongst yourselves, you don't have too many people looking your way. There's 5 high captains that run the place. They're pirate lords. Ship Tyrell, Ship Baram, Ship Kurth, Ship Soljak, and Ship Rethnar.
Rathnar is like the Viking, right?
There, I put it in chat for you, so you know the ship's names. And rumored that the Arcane Brotherhood is the true power. And wandering around the city, you can see now you recognize the guy that was standing by the front gates as one of the Arcane Brotherhood members.
Guy up top of the tower.
Yeah. Yep. Luskan is a pretty big trade port, but everything's taxed and tariffed, but there's a lot of fresh goods that come through here: firewood, trinkets, lots of trinkets. And they have a standing army that guards of spearmen, and they also have ships that guard the patrol the waters and stuff around. Rat Alley is a narrow alley crowded by trash, like crates, and lined on both sides by low storehouses. It looks like a perfect place for thieves and hiding. There's actually one of the more popular places down here is called the Fried Rat, which they actually sell fried rat. It looks like it's been rebuilt though recently. People tell you as you ask about Rat Alley. The Winter Palace is the one that you passed. It's a temple of Urul, Auril, the Winter Goddess. You recognize the holy symbol as you guys cut down the road next to it.
She likes us.
Mm-hmm. You see the temple look at you, like, and growl.
Why, we're best friends. Why would she ever do that?
You guys get like that cold, like a cold breeze up your skirt as you go by. Ooh. And let's see, the High Captain's Court. So a couple of the inns, obviously the Cutlass is one of the busiest taverns in the city, and it's a haven for the crews of the pirate ships that dock in the harbor, as well as the escorts whom they spend their share of booty on. There's also a famed barbarian who spent some time working there as a bouncer. His name was Wolfgar.
He's not famous. I don't know who that is at all.
Right? And the Seven Sails Inn, where's that at on the map? I don't see it. Is rumored to be the best place in town to actually get sleep. It's on Setting Sun Street.
Where is that?
It's got to be up here somewhere. You know, like in this area somewhere.
Oh, let's go there then. I need sleep.
That's fine, but we're going to Rat Alley first.
Yeah, well, we can go to Rat Alley. And I forgot to completely bring it over there. And then we can go to that tavern, the Seven Sails Tavern, for the Sleeping.
That's fine.
Yeah, the Seven Sails. It's actually an inn. If you ask directions and people comment about it, it's like, the Arcane Brotherhood has a strong presence in that facility.
Okay, maybe not.
What's wrong with the Arcane Brotherhood? They sound like nice people.
Yeah, Valish Gant was a really nice guy, wasn't he?
Ah, he was amazing.
Do I know him?
Probably not so much. I wouldn't think Barrick knows who Valish Gant. Yeah, you know the name. I don't think you actually ever met the guy, but that chick worked with him.
Oh, yeah.
They were like partners. Something about controlling 10 towns. You know, just a minor little thing that they were trying. Taking over
It's
10
not that
towns.
important.
Disrupting it with black ice and spreading lank werewolves or were-rats through the cities, and you know, just that kind of stuff going on.
The usual.
But that was a whole nother adventure set.
Sound like good people.
That was so low levels ago. Like gray quests now. They're all like gray.
All right, do we get to Rat Alley?
You do. You make it to Rat Alley. Sweet. So Rat Alley's about 40 some odd buildings, 3 or 4 alleys, streets and stuff. But the Rat Alley itself is one main street, which is now a main street. It looks like most of these buildings are either been rebuilt recently or in the process of being rebuilt. There are several that are still burnt husks. Looks like a large fire went through here not too long ago. And there's lots of panhandlers down here. And little kids. Hey, mister, would you buy this trinket? Would you buy this trinket? Hey, mister, can I take your picture?
How would he take my picture?
He wants you to give him your camera so he can take your picture.
Ah, yes. Cameras are so widely available.
Here's
That-
my phone.
Yeah, that general idea as he runs down the alleyway with your phone.
All right, so we're looking for a plump woman vendor with 2 kids, girls. One dressed as a boy, one not.
In the dark.
If they were a vendor, well, it's dark. It wouldn't be at the market anymore.
Oh, one of the kids pop up. Who's
There's
brave
kids-
enough to come walk up to the Battle Ranger?
There's kids all over the place, like tugging at you and poking at you and trying to get your attention.
All right, I pull out a silver piece.
Let me see if you still have some. Yep, you still got some.
I tell the kids who I'm looking for. A plump woman with 2 daughters, one that dresses up like a boy and one that doesn't. If one of you, whoever can get me to her, they'll get a silver.
Hey, mister, your breath stinks. Woo!
So does the spikes on my armor, but you don't hear me complaining.
Woo. So you're looking for a fat lady and her 2 kids? One of the older kids says.
And she's a vendor. She sells stuff.
Ah. Sounds like half of Rat Alley. Most of the women around here don't know how to keep it in their pants, if you know what I mean. They all have kids. Did she walk with a limp? Or did she have a scar above her eye? Or did she wear a funny moo-moo?
She was up around the Winter Palace today.
I see. Oh, the Winter Palace. The Ice Witch people, huh? Maybe she was being tortured or frozen. What brings you fellas down this way? You can see some of the other little kids are kind of wandering off now as this older kid comes out of the shadows and he's talking to you.
I start checking my pockets, make sure I didn't lose anything.
Yeah, no, they weren't that good. I tried.
So what is this big kid doing? How old is this big?
He's probably 16 or 17, so he's looks like he might be of a roguish type.
Okay.
A little rip. You good at darts?
Yeah, he's got a little dart case on his side. He says, I think you can afford a little more than a silver.
Yeah, I
I
can.
can. I don't know about him though.
If you find the right person, maybe you get more than a silver.
If I find the right person, why are you looking for her and her kids? What did she do to you? What did she take?
Nothing. She has something I need.
I pull out a bag of coins, worth about 10, 15 gold coins, and start shaking it and says, this should cover any. Toss it to him.
He like jingles it in his hand a little. He says, she must have something very valuable then, huh? Hey, Justin, will you mute your mic, please? She must have something very valuable then, huh? This feels like a few gold in here. Can't say I know who you're talking about, but I certainly can look around for her.
Hurry back. We'd greatly appreciate it.
What of these items that she has? This belonging. That would help me identify her, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
It looks like a gem, but it's really dark. It's a dark, almost black gem.
So I'm looking for a plump female with 2 kids that has a dark black gem. Shakes his coins, the coins in the purse a little bit. Sounds like a tall order. What if I can't find her?
I'll give you a platinum or 2 if you can find her. If not, then that's all you get.
You're carrying platinum on you, I see. You guys
Try
are...
and take it. I dare you.
Oh, it's not I you need to watch out for. It is the ones you can't see.
I can see anyone.
He's like, so...
Do you see these goggles?
Those are fancy goggles. He kind of grins. I like those goggles. So, which alley are you guys going to be waiting in? While I go look for this woman. And her 2 kids.
Sure they can find us in the Cutlass, right? Kind of looking at the party.
No, let's go to the 7 sales or so.
You guys
So we
having a
tell,
conversation in the rat alley about where you're staying?
Oh, we're just being quiet ish.
I've been kind of quiet, try to keep an eye out too.
So, how much gold did you just give him, Olor?
10 pieces.
10 pieces, and you promised him another platinum or two if he finds this woman.
I promise him another platinum or two.
Yeah, as a party we did.
And he's asking where he has to find you if he finds this woman, or if you guys are going to be just standing here in the alleyway, in Rat Alley.
Yes, and we said, or at least I said, the 7 sails.
That's what you tell him? You're staying at the 7 Sails? He's like,
Yes.
can I get one of your names so I can send it into the 7 Sails? They don't let likes of us in there. Be surprised if they let your like in there. It's pretty
say
hoity-toity.
Say Bronislaw.
Bronislaw and his party will be staying
Yes.
at the 7 Sails this evening. Indeed, I will see if I can find this woman for you. Thank you. He takes the pouch and stuffs it in his pocket. And he kind of bows down. I will see you in the morning. And he nods and kind of runs off down the alleyway.
Okay, he better not just be taking the money and then leaving.
You have no idea.
Okay, let's move to the 7 sails then.
All right, the 7 Sails is right there. So as you guys make your way back around and get to the 7 Sails, you can see that it is the Ritz-Carlton or that type of establishment. It is very nice. Like when you walk in, there's like the doorman looks at you and says, "Excuse me, sirs. We don't allow armor or weapons in the front door. You can check it in over there." And he points to like a side building, and it says armory kind of thing.
Okay, and then we'll go over there then.
So there's a little like couple of guys behind the counter back there, and behind them you see like little like racks, and there's numbers above the racks, and inside of some of the racks is armor and backpacks and all kinds of stuff. And there's like off to the side there's a little room, and he's like, "Please, sir, come in. Take off your armor and your belongings that you aren't allowed, and check them in. We'll give you a ticket." There's a guy inside this little room. He's about 7 foot tall, blue, big hulking arms. He's got like this spiked club, and he's quietly sitting in the corner, twiddling a necklace around his neck that's got a black ice gem dangling from it.
Is that the guy she described?
It is.
I would think so. Considering he's playing with a black ice necklace.
Oh, it's another one.
It's a sticky situation we have here. Kind of whisper to the group. Y'all see that?
I do. I still have my goggles on.
What y'all want to do about it?
Are you guys like stripping your armor and stuff off?
I'm taking off some of it. Like I'm taking off my backpack for now.
I have removed nothing.
You're like
'cause I'm
taking
not-
just like slowly taking stuff. Like you put your backpack down. You're like whispering, "He's got the black ice over there." You're like pretending like you're getting undressed. You're like unbuttoning your little, unbuckling your armor a little. He's not paying any attention to you. He's like concentrating on the spin of the trinket on his neck. He's like twisting it, the rope in his necklace as the black ice trinket's spinning in a little circle. Then he spins it back the other way. You're not paying any attention to you guys.
This is a pickle. And this is out of character real quick. I have a feeling that if we did that, since this is a relatively public place, we would be caught taking his stuff, and we'd be sent to the prisoners' car.
Hey, we're positive that this is black ice, right? No doubt in our mind.
Yes.
Bronislaw is. He's like, he's got his little guy. He's like, he like zooms him in. Yeah, that's black ice.
Well, I look for confirmation from him before I do anything, but I say, you sure it's black ice around on that neck? Kind of whispering.
Yeah, I turn to him like slightly and whisper back, "It is definitely black."
How
Do
far
I
away?
get that feeling?
No, not really. Not any more than the feeling you've had since you've been carrying this box around with you.
How far away is he?
You got this. This is a pretty. It's a pretty big inn. The side building. There's like two entrances, like the entrance that you guys come in, and then off to the back, behind like this little counter area, is another door that actually goes out into the main area, and there's a window that you can look into like the kitchen kind of area, and you see people back there working and making food and like chef hats and stuff on through the kitchen. And then there's the long counter kind of turns around, and that's where you turn in all your gear through the other little window over there. It's kind of like when you go into the old style Western banks, and they have the little bars, and you exchange through the bars the money and stuff. It's kind of like that, except there's two windows set up, and one window is people are turning their armor and weapons and stuff in and getting the ticket, and then the other window overlooks this little area where the Furbog is sitting. There's a little door that's open, but it looks like you could close the door and kind of seal off the whole back area from the bars and stuff. And then behind him is the window to the kitchen, and he's sitting on a little stool up against the wall. His back's up against the wall, looking out into this room. The room is probably 60 by 60, and there's some nice furnishings in here. A couple of couches, chairs. There's like all these like pretty durable rugs on the ground, especially around in front of the counters and stuff. It looks like where they can easily clean up from people coming in and taking their boots and mud and muck and all that kind of stuff off. And you can also see that there's even like you guys can get like a robes or something to put on that has the little symbol of the inn on it, that's clean. So from the counter to where you guys are at, he's probably 40 feet away. He's in the back, kind of.
All right, so he's behind those bars, so we couldn't like just walk up to him. He's behind the bar.
Well, the bars are open and everything. You could see through them, and there's a little door that's actually open, and he's sitting right inside there. So you could like go up to the little doorway if you want. It's like 5 foot from where he's sitting. The little doorway is.
Walk up to the doorway. Yay, you.
He looks up. He's like, "Can I help you?"
It's a neat necklace. Where'd you get it?
He frowns, and he looks at you. "What's it to you, bub?"
Just curious if you like having cursed stuff on your neck.
"Again, what's it to you, bub?"
It's dangerous. I want it. Give it here.
Is he still spinning it?
No, he stopped spinning it. He's looking down at the dwarf. He's still sitting on the bar stool, looking down at the dwarf. He's like, "Is that some kind of challenge? You want to try to take it from me?" As he like reaches down and picks up his club.
No, ignore the battle rager.
If I
Um,
can't buy it from you, I'll take it from you.
You might have to take it from there, bub.
All right, I magic missile the necklace.
no, no.
Try to knock
That's a
the
terrible
necklace
idea.
off of him. Shoot just the necklace though.
You're gonna
That's a
do what?
terrible idea.
Magic missile doesn't work that way.
Now you got to target a creature.
Damn it.
I think I don't think it
Shot.
says. I don't think it says object, right?
You
Magic
create-
missile?
No, it doesn't.
A creature of your choice. Damn it.
Yeah.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, because you can't fire it into the darkness. That was always a misnomer. I shoot magic missile into the darkness. He's like, "You look like you got money, though. This trinket is for sale.
How much?
How much?
How much you got?" Let's
Um,
say, if you were to take it from me, you would just get the trinket. If I were to defeat you, what would I get? And he kind of hunches up and looks down at the dwarf and smiles. You can see he's sharpened his front teeth to points.
Well, I got this axe.
Axe.
My great axe.
I prefer Jezebel here. Picks up his great club. It's got, and he like twists something, and like spikes come out of it, all the way down the side of it. He's like, "I don't need an axe."
Oh, I got this rod.
Do you like grab your package or something?
No, the freaking 4-foot rod I carry on my back.
He's like, you had to like take it off of your back to get through the door because you couldn't walk through the doorway with it. It's like clunk clunk. So you're like holding it next to you. Like it's like two pieces of railroad ties strapped together that are 4 feet long. That's how much it weighs. So it's 100 pounds.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not something. So you're like, "Clonk, I got this rod." He's like, "Well, that might be fine. I'll trade. I can make a nice club out of that." He like reaches for it, taking the necklace off of his neck. "Is it a trade, little man? Little dwarf?"
Sure.
He has no signs that the ice is even affect him at all.
No.
Probably isn't.
So he trades you.
Okay.
He hands you the. Do you take the black ice?
I
You
wave
see
over,
Barrick reach
"Hey,
up
bring
for
the
it.
box."
He reaches up for it. Let's see if you can resist the urge. It's too tempting for you. It's too tempting for you.
Oh, I come over here with the box. Oh wait, I got the box, right?
Yeah, you have the box. That's what I'm saying.
I pull the box out.
I grab it and I put chocolate in the box.
Go ahead and roll that, Barrick. All right, yeah, no problem. You're like resist the urge to grab the black ice. You're like, "Oh no," and you put it in the box. And he picks up his new club. He's like, "This is nice. Ting ting ting. What metal is this?"
Adamantine.
"Nice. Enjoy your stay." Is he?
Oh, just so you know, There may be some fire giants who might want that back, but
I'm sure you can handle them.
He's like, fire giants in Luskin? That'd be the day.
yeah, you just didn't have a shipload of frost giants in the harbor recently, didn't you?
They didn't make it in, did they?
No, you never know. Well, whatever.
Those-
I got what I needed.
Those wizards that make short work out of them.
Enjoy.
All right, so you guys like finish like changing into respectable clothes and going into.
I am not staying here.
Didn't she say that he took 2 of them? We only got 1.
I thought she said he bought 2.
Yeah,
But she bought 2 for the kids. He got 1.
and they both
And
had 2.
guard apparently got.
There's a. No, it's actually He got 1. The woman bought 2, and the guard bought 1. That's the 4.
Oh, okay.
The blue guy, I think I did mix it up, but the blue guy has 1 or had 1. The old lady gave 2 to her kids, 1 each, and then the guard bought 1.
Too easy.
And I think this is a good spot to stop for the day.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of other role-playing stuff to tend to when Rip gets back, since this is kind of his town, and so a lot of that has to deal with his character and his background and stuff. But if there's anything else you guys want to do in town, so I'm not caught with my pants down next week, if you guys want to send me a PM in Discord and let me know if you're looking for any particular items or any kind of specific information or anything like that. And I can work on that a little bit before we game. Next week is the 1st. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Should be good with me.
Yep. And I think
My
Brant's going to
conflict
be
will be the
back.
8th.
So with that being said, I think we're going to end the stream, but let's take a look and see who we can go raid first. Let's go raid GM Jenkin. He's part of the Heroes Wanted crew. So if you're in the chat or in Twitch, hold on a second as we go raid away. Raid /raid GM Jenkin. 10 seconds. He's only got 3 people, so. All right, good job, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Alright, man. See you later.
Oh, we can take that rod off of me.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Alrighty.
So now we don't have to worry about fire giants hunting us down now.
I feel like
Alright,
we're being
later.
tracked by something else too. Alright, guys. See y'all next week.
Yep, see you next week.
All right, stream. We raided Jenkin. I'm going to go chit-chat with him, but I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.